Good morning and good afternoon to everyone. It's a huge pleasure and honor to having you all here. My name is Veronica Seban. I'm the owner and founder of Business Power Academy and the global talk show Share Your Life Story Experience. But I'm as well also the creator of the Feminine Leadership Summit platform, where we have the purpose to create a heartfelt connection with female leaders from all over the world. We are today here also to empower each other, to inspire and to motivate. So giving a different meaning to our life, the meaning of real leadership, to take real action, to take massive action, to become consistent, to empower each other, and also to shift our mindset, because our mindset is the key to our success. The reason why the Feminine Leadership Summit has been created is also to share education and to level up to different heights, to higher heights of the conscious and unconscious level, because very often we are taking action unconsciously. I'm calling this taking action on automated pilot because of our habits, but we need to learn to be accountable. We need to become more conscious about every single step that we are taking. If we want to change our life, if we want to succeed, if we want to experience wealth, then we have to create the wealth in our mindset. And I think that this makes a huge sense, because many ladies around the world, so they are struggling with this issue. They want to be wealthy, but they don't have a roadmap to the wealth. And I would love also to introduce Business Power Academy in generally, and what is standing for Business Power Academy, so that you can understand the significance as well of the Feminine Leadership Summit. So Business Power Academy stands for peace, for growth, and revolutionary education, which defines peace of mind, peace of soul, and as well so peace in our families. And here, so today we are gonna create meaningful values. So we are gonna adding values to each other's life. Welcome, beautiful ladies, again to everyone. So I'm super excited to meet you all here on our powerful Feminine Leadership Summit platform. And I'm very happy. I'm very grateful that we connected with each other from different continents across the world. Ladies that they jumped in late, I would love to invite you to present yourself, please, and also to tell us from what country are you from?
Hello, ladies. My name's Kelly Kingston. I'm from Brisbane, Australia, and my company is Happy and Well, Creating Healthy Habits. And I am so honored to be here with you all and supporting each other, sharing our stories and connecting with the right people. So thank you so much.
You are very welcome. So thank you as well for being with us and for empowering the Feminine Leadership Summit platform. It's a huge honor to having you here. So, dear Slippa, I think that it's your round. Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yes, yes. Hello, Veronica.
Good afternoon to you,
Good
and thank
afternoon.
you for being here with us. So I feel very proud and very honored to having you on
Thank
our
you so much.
Feminine Leadership Summit platform. So I would love to encourage you to present yourself and to introduce us as well.
Definitely. Thank you so much. So, hello, everybody. And today, I'm really glad that I got this opportunity to be a part of this summit. Well, my name is Shilpa Naik, and I'm basically from India. By profession, I'm an HR consultant, a soft skills trainer, and an emotional intelligence coach as well. Coming to, I love contributing to helping individuals upscaling themselves in different areas of soft skills like communication, emotional intelligence, etc. Because today I feel that more than technical skills or hard skills, soft skills are of a great importance because it's easy to learn something technical, practice it, and deliver, but it requires consistent efforts to learn something. But how will you bring that consistency? How will you bring that motivation? That comes from that uh, soft skills. And hence, I help individuals do that. Coming to my CSR contribution, I am privileged to be the council member of Women's Indian Chapter of Commerce and Industry Anti-Sexual Harassment, where I become a part of the workshops and I create awareness for underprivileged students and women and make them aware how to avoid and sexual harassment offenses which is happening around them. So today I'm honored, and thank you, Veronica. Thank you, Supriya, for inviting me. And today I'm looking forward to hear some great and inspiring stories from everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having you here. So it's a huge honor. I would love to invite Dr. Nitra. So could you introduce yourself, please?
So, good
Can you
afternoon.
hear us? Can you
Yes,
see
yes,
us?
I can hear you and I can see you. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, you
Yes,
are.
thank you. And very good afternoon from India, Mumbai. And also, Dil se namaste to everyone. I see a very good synergy in all of us, first of all. It's not just talking about empowerment, it's about empowering others. And that is where I feel that the Feminine Leadership Summit plays a very critical and a very important role. So, would like to start my small little thing from the quote of Mother Teresa, where she said very beautifully, I alone cannot change the world, but I can cast a stone across the water to create many ripples. And I think this is what Veronica and Dr. Supriya has been doing. And past 6 months, we are being part of this show. We are being part of this beautiful community. And when we talk about this beautiful community, is all about us and how we as female leaders and how I as female leader in India, in Mumbai, is taking care is I feel that we are slightly little slow, but nevertheless we are very concrete. Also we are very sure about where we need to lead, as we are all managing our work life balance, we are managing our homes, we are managing our universe, we are managing our work, we are managing our own emotions. So I understand that we are by default very far sightedness. So we are using this far sightedness in working towards gender, in working towards diversity and inclusion, which I basically work with, I think we are also working as good decision makers. And not only decision makers related to our homes, but also decision maker related to our entire world, that is our business, that is also our politics, that is also our concrete work which we might be doing at our various ways of our life. So understanding that amazing leaders where we have seen Oprah, we have seen Indira Gandhi, we have seen Ruth Bander, we have seen amazing Pratibha Patil in this 2019. I think from when I study about these leaders, the best part which relates to me is A is being very genuine. It's important to be very genuine, and it's important to talk about simplicity. Simplicity can be the art of communication to just open the doors. It's not really necessary that I talk big jargons or I give big processes, but being simple and making things more simpler as a leader can really contribute in a very big space. After understanding that we all understand and we all also know the importance of materialistic world, I don't deny about it, we all need it, but in that materialistic world also we need to understand the difference between needs and wants. Talk about needs, talk about wants, and this is where we can discuss as leaders. Second thing as a leader is we need to be supportive. We need to be supportive not only to the others but also to your own self. You
Dr.
need
Neda,
to.
sorry. Dr. Neda, say sorry because this was only a short introduction, so we
Okay, okay. I
haven't
thought
announced.
we have started it.
No, no,
Okay,
we are not
No,
started.
okay,
we haven't
okay,
announced the
okay. So
round of
fine, fine, fine.
speakers.
So sorry, I'm so sorry. I didn't get that. So in case if so, one liner introduction about me is I'm an amazing psychotherapist, a passionate psychotherapist working with the rape survivors and the LGBTQI transgender in the space of inclusion and diversity, and is very happy that in the corporate sector I'm also getting them into corporate immersion. So that is in short about me. I'm so sorry, Veronica.
It's
No,
okay, it's
no
okay.
worries. No, it's okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, the world's most prominent women leaders show the importance of honesty, courage, impact, and decisive action in leadership. A lovely good morning, energetic noon, and a beautiful evening. Namaste, Assalamu alaikum, Guten Tag, Netherlands, and Bravo. Well, I, Supriya Kumar Velen, international speaker, Toastmaster, communication coach, host, and master coach from Business Power Academy, welcomes you all today on this Feminine Leadership Summit 2023. Having you all is a blessing indeed. And having female leaders in positions of influence to serve as role models is not only critical to the career advancement of the women, but stands to generate broader societal impacts on pay equity, changing workplace policies in ways that benefit both men and women, and attracting a more diverse workplace. So, without any further delay, let's listen. We are having an amazing, beautiful ladies, not ladies, I will say energies across the world. And our female leaders are so excited to share what they think on this lovely topic. And as usual, I'm taking a great privilege in inviting my first guest speaker from India, Dr. Neeta Mahatre Mishra, who she's a founder of Reach Out Works in space of therapy, counseling, and awareness program on mental emotional wellness, internationally certified trainer, and edupreneur. So, Dr. Neeta, the floor is all yours to share your views and enlighten this positive environment today?
So thank you so much. I was already so much positive that I really started it off. So I think you can actually understand how desperate actually I am to talk about leadership and also to live that role. I think it's so important. You have to not only be passionate, you actually have to live that passion. And once when you live that passion, you only and only dream day in day out is how that passion can help hundred of people around, and how you can have that amazing and a beautiful community where people can actually vouch out for each other. So in my journey, I have had amazing mentors, I have had amazing people who gave me that support, that we believe in you, we trust you. And it's important to have those kind of mentors, those kind of teachers, or those kind of family members who just tells ki you don't think about the tunnel, look at the light which is there, and that light matters, not the tunnel. So understanding that my journey was really not a very easy journey. My journey had a lot of speed breakers. When I was left by my husband for not looking beautiful post delivery and only with 630 rupees in my bank account and with my baby in my womb, it was a really a big 360-degree turn to my life to start. How am I going to start this? I had two options. I had one option of sitting, crying, complaining, and I had the second option ki yes, go, buck up, get up, you can rule the world. And I chose to rule the world with all my support and courage, which was given to me, nevertheless, only and only from my mother. And I gathered this entire courage, and she just told me one word, only one word: I trust you, you can do the best. You are an awesome mother. You are an awesome human being. And I think that was the big courageous line which allowed me to be who I am today. And with this courage, I understood there's the leadership just doesn't come. And leadership is not only understanding the process, it is also living the process. And that is where I understood that being truthful, being genuine, having a very amazing and a beautiful quality of being empathetic. Let's not judge people by their clothes. Let's not judge the book by their cover. It's important to understand and to step into that shoes and feel what is the pinch of that shoe, and that is where the leadership quality comes in. So I had already mentioned about my genuineness. And this is where my entire journey started of being very genuine, genuine in understanding my emotions, genuine in understanding my thoughts, and getting my thoughts and emotions aligned for my cause. That was my journey. And this is how I started living my leadership life. This is how I started living that I need to walk the talk. If I am walking the talk, maybe I can inspire 100 other ladies. The day I stop writing quote on my Facebook wall, I get 100 of messages in my messenger. Hope everything is all good with you, Dr. Neeta. We are not seeing your Facebook wall, two, three liners which you write. And I think this is the amazing love. I haven't met people, I haven't met any one of you in person, but the kind of love, the kind of gestures, the kind of trust we all have together. This is one more a beautiful sign of leadership. Leadership is not about me walking, you walking. It's about how we can convert that journey from I to we. I walking is all alone, but when we walk, It is the strength which walks together. And I think this is where even I've been learning from Veronica. Whenever she is addressing or whenever she writes message, she articulates it as we. And that we is so powerful, that we is so strengthening. It talks about the bond, it talks about the genuineness. At times it is very important to speak your mind. And as Dr. Supriya, she talks about being vocal. She talks about how you use soft skills. So in this, the soft skills is please be assertive. We are leading from our heart, but also we are keeping our brain and our head at one plan. The strategy happens here, but the heart leads. So it is important to lead from the heart, but always strategize from your brain. And that is a very, very powerful way to go ahead. Have an amazing balanced life. The balanced life is balancing your work, balancing your people, being by them, supporting them, always understanding why do they behave the way they behave. Every person is a unique person by himself, herself, or by any chance. Everyone has that uniqueness. And with that uniqueness, we only have to understand that it is only different. It is only other way, but everyone by the end has that ultimate goal to reach. Never stop learning. As leaders, as visionaries, we must never stop learning. I think I will continue learning till my deathbed. My deathbed will be something which is going to teach me. Because when we talk about gratitude, when we talk about let go, everything is a process. And when we talk about leaders, the leaders are supposed to have a complete holistic development, the physical development, the mental development, the social development, the financial development, the spiritual development. Also, very important is the self development. These pillars have to be strong. And until unless these pillars are not strong, my leadership, my people will never be strong. So we should never stop learning. And as my mother had given me a beautiful mantra, never give up. Please never, never give up on your dreams. Never give up on your thoughts in case if there is some thought coming. So your subconscious would have seen it. Your subconscious would have felt it. That is why it is coming in your thought of creation. So never give up on your dreams, and you know that you are the best. Rather, I would love if we all could just unmute ourselves and we could just tell, I am the best. And we could feel this energy together of feeling that, yes, I am the best. And when this energy comes inside, I am the best, we understand it's not only about me, but it's about the entire universe where we are just accepting, appreciating, and acknowledging the journey of togetherness. And with this, thank you to one and all. Thank you, Veronica. Thank you, Dr. Supriya. Very, very much. Thank you. Dil se.
Thank you so much, Dr. Anita Mishra. You are a real, such powerful inspiration to, I think, to all the female leaders, to all the female that they are struggling at this moment around the world. For the single moms, especially because I'm also a single mom and I feel your pain. I hear you. I really feel related to your life story because leadership it's not only about leading ourselves, it's also about understanding ourselves, to understanding also the people around us. and understanding how can we support each other, to empower each other, to grow also each other, and also to feel the sensitivity of our souls and to connect to each other. And I don't know, I think that many of you have watched the movie A Star Was Born about Lady Gaga. The first time when I watched this movie, I was crying. You know why? Because when you are at the right time, on the right room, the star within you, within your soul, can be born. And this platform is exactly so the right room, which I have created to give space to all of you, to give birth to your soul star. Thank you so much for having you here. It's a real honor and a huge pleasure to listen to your powerful story and inspiration.
Thank you,
Dr. Supriya,
Veronica. Thank you, Veronica. It was lovely to listen, Dr. Neeta. And I must say, Dr. Neeta, today you have given that zest and zeal across the globe that we are proudly saying, being proud of a woman is coming all the vibrations from you. Hats off to you. You have enlightened thousands of, you motivated us, you elated us. And after listening your story, I can say, I am saying a live show that you are the strongest woman, and being woman, when a man does such things, you are not to be blamed. Instead, I will say that thing has happened to make you a strong woman because you are the founder of Reach Outwards, and today you have reached out across the globe of thousands of women who are single, strong women. Because single doesn't mean a loneliness, a weakness. Single means we are strong and we will be strong. So hats off to you for your loveliest inspirational speech. And it's great to listen to you once again. Well, moving to my lovely journey with you all, if I talk about my another eminent personality from the country, stretches of tropical beaches, marine reserve, and cute koalas. Yes, she is none other than Kelly Kingston from Australia, founder and director at Happy and Well, creating the healing and wellness ecosystem that pays you. And here, Kelly, is the floor to enlighten us. Yes.
Thank you so much. This is just absolutely an honor to be here. Dr. Supriya and Veronica and all you beautiful ladies from around the world. Thank you. Leadership to me is being the example. Being the example and walking your walk and talking your talk. Showing up when nobody else shows up and supporting, motivating. Being self-inspiring so that when we inspire, others get inspired. When we honor ourselves, other people want to honor themselves. When we are being truthful and vulnerable, it's like it's so contagious. People just open up. It's like you give them permission to step into this space. And when you allow this position of being in your feminine energy and showing up this way, you can only be at your truth from the heart of who you are and what that stands for. And that is where your passion lies. And so when we are in our passion, a sense of healing comes over us. And when we have that sense of healing, it's a vibrational frequency that comes into us, that becomes a part of us. so that we can then emanate love. And this is the unconditional love source essence that I don't feel that there's another higher vibration than the love frequency. So when we are actually at this space and we are calling in everything to support us so we can support others, sometimes we can be challenged in so many different ways. And when we are challenged, we forget the basic needs that we feel that we need to show up for so many people, but we forget to show up for ourselves. And this happens only too few many times when we're a mum, we're raising a family, we're getting our business organized, we're seeing to our clients and everything else that comes with being a leader in our community and around the world. And so for me as a leader, when I'm challenged, one of the first things that I have to do and come back into myself is come back to my breath, because we forget to breathe properly so that we can be energized to hold the space for all the other beautiful women around the world. The second is we don't need to stop. We just need to slow down. And we just need to feel the feelings, focus on where those feelings are sitting, and see whether we need those feelings. And if we don't need those feelings, we release what no longer serves us to call in what does serve us. And then the third is take full responsibility for our actions and really, really, really own absolutely everything, our whole truth and nothing but the truth and the words that come out of our mouths. And the third one is our voice commands our mind, body, and spirit. And sometimes when we're challenged, we get placed into situations where we just go, oh my gosh, how do we handle these situations when we are being challenged at our peak? And this is where tissue memory can come into play. So for me, being through domestic violence relationships on so many different levels comes into play when I'm challenged and I lose different aspects of myself. And we, as beautiful heart-based women, can fall back into those spaces. And so when we fall back into those spaces, coming back into ourselves and holding that space is really, really, really critical. So one of my beautiful things that I love to say is it's okay not to be okay, but it's not okay to stay there. So when we can actually know, when we can come back to ourselves and stop and slow down, we assess things on a whole new level. And that has really supported me over the last 4 years in getting my business from a concept of something that I've dreamed about for 15 years, and I've had other businesses to get me where I am now, where I have shareholders in my company, where I am expanding at a rapid rate to be able to support women in Australia and women around the world. So wow. I just wanted to say thank you, and I'm here to support women worldwide, to collaborate worldwide, and to embrace different relationships. Like, we're not here in competition with each other. We're here in collaboration with each other, and to be able to be in that supportive state. And Veronica, you do this beautifully, my dear. And this is why I am here. This is why I am here, because you showed up and like I was going and doing so many different things, and you supported me through that. So I am here because you showed up to allow me to show up. And bless you so, 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 so much. And thank you.
Thank you so much, dear Kelly. You are a real inspiration and leading us to a different level of unconsciousness to learn how to connect with ourselves, with our inner leader, because it's there about to be you, to be yourself, to be your own genuine personality, to show up the way you're so it's really are. And I think that it makes a huge difference for those who can understand the level of unconsciousness. And thank you as well for giving us insight to learn how to embrace the fear. For those women who have experienced toxic relationships and have been there, they have been living those emotions, those terrible emotions. It's hard, and we need you. We need all of you to connect together and to give space to all those emotions and to be able to talk about, because talking about our emotions is giving also the opportunity to heal. We need to heal. Even I want to mention something because this is very important. When someone is talking, you have not only to hear the person, you have to feel, you have to understand. And I feel it. I not only hear, but I really feel it with all my heart, because I have been there. I have been in that situation when I had only one choice, or to be in my marriage or to save my life. Only one.
Yeah.
And the women who have been there, so in that situation, they can understand. I think that expressing in a very detailed, so our life story, our emotions, and what we have lived, what we have experienced, it's encouraging. So another female leaders to show up, to face the truth, because many of them, they don't dare to tell the truth. They are
Yeah.
afraid. They are afraid to embrace their fear. They are afraid to embrace their emotions and to live it again, because when you have lived once the fear, the terrible experience of violence, of toxic mindset and behavior with a partner, it's terrifying many women to show up the way they really are in front of the people. That's blocking them to be their self. So I think that for therapists, for energy coaches, even for NLP coaches, it's giving more insight, more encouragement to lift up, so, and to encourage a lot the women who are in that situation. So thank you so much for sharing it with us and for giving us so much and deep insight, because it's very deep insight going to our unconsciousness level. So now, dear Supriya, are you alive?
Yes, very much alive. Well, beautiful ladies, let's go back to India once again. Why? Why? Because we have a very great eminent speaker, Shilpa Nayak. She is a communication coach, corporate soft skill trainer, ICF certified breakthrough coach, and also an HR consultant by profession. So let's hear Shilpa and let's take this journey more on and on. Yes, Shilpa.
Thank you so much, Supriya. Thank you so much. So, good afternoon, good noon, good evening, everybody. And before understanding the feminine leadership, let's understand the very first question I ask to anybody who comes to me: what do you want? And this question even becomes more important when it comes to a woman. What does, as a woman, I or you want? Knowing what we want is very important, because then only we will be able to pursue it. Today, I'm here to break some popular myths around feminine leadership as well. And the very first thing is, we all need to understand what we want, be it in our career, be it in our life. Because the moment you are blank, the moment if you're not sure where you want to head to, how will you be giving your efforts? How will you be fighting for it? Now, since a very, very long time, there is a very popular myth around leadership. A leader cannot be emotional, and hence, a woman is often underestimated, because it's a very popular misconception or notion, I can say, in this world, that emotional women cannot be good leaders. I strongly beg to differ on this, because emotion is the one which drives you to achieve anything and everything in life. What makes a leader work for his organization? What makes a leader think good for its employees? What makes a leader do take positive initiatives? The one word is emotion. Emotion for employees, emotion for organization. Even a housewife, a homemaker, can be a leader at home, because she cares for her husband, she cares for her parents, she cares. There in this world, there are a lot of girls who are taking care of their old aged parents, and that makes that woman a leader. How? Because emotion drives her. So it's high time that we break the myth that leaders don't have to be emotional. In fact, kindness, compassion, empathy are all associated with a good leader. Because until unless you don't think for the other person, you think for yours, until unless you don't think good for yourself, until unless you don't resonate yourself with the pain areas of the other person, how will you be able to solve? A leader doesn't have to compete. A leader is always a leader is an example of collaboration, taking everybody with us. But what makes that leader take everybody? Emotion. And hence, this proves that women are excellent leaders. They are a beautiful combination of talent, mind, beauty, compassion. And the second biggest myth today, which I want to break, is a woman, in order to be a successful leader, doesn't have to always behave and portray like a man. Because till date, we have heard that, hey, in order to be a good leader, you need to you need to be little arrogant. You need to always have a stout and rude body language. You always need to be dressed up in coat and blazer, so that people will take you seriously. In India, we have lovely ethnic wear, but the very sad part is, often women who are in leadership position, they avoid wearing those ethnic pieces. Why? Because they have this notion that the moment others will see me in my ethnic wear, will they take me seriously? Will they see me as a leader? Will they listen to me? And that's the biggest misconception we have to break. You need not to be a male member in order to be an excellent female leader. And the biggest third myth which I want to break today is, not every leaders are not always born. The leadership qualities you need to inculcate with time. And as I said, charity begins at home. Even a basic leadership thing, if you show it in your home, that makes you a good leader. As I mentioned, you don't have to be in a leadership position to show your leadership skill. Leadership is a beautiful aspect, and it comes from within us. So it doesn't have that if I'm getting a designation of VP, president, general manager, then only I'll be able to show my leadership skills. Often people at such level fail to show their leadership skill because leadership skill is a passion, is a mindset, and it has nothing to do with having a designation in hand. So it's high time that we as women need to take control on our dreams, on our passion, on our aspirations. And we need to be very thorough that where do we want to proceed? Where do we want to go ahead? Because a clear vision will only set us right in the correct path. And with this, I extend my extreme thankfulness to Veronica, to Dr. Supriya, and all the esteemed speakers over here for their patient listening. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, dear Shilpa. I'm very, very happy to having you on our stage. So on this powerful feminine leadership summit, and I love the way how you are expressing your leadership inner power, because the leadership, it comes from our inner as well, from our desire to be a leader or to become, because our platform so offers the space to educate the leader within you. Uh, Being female leader, it's also about expressing your way to be, expressing your emotions. Being a leader is also leading another people to empowerment, creating opportunities, being also a role model, and teaching also the people how to grow, because it's there about many women around the world, as you said, maybe they are in the kitchen. I will give you a very practical example between me and Supra. It can sound, because sometimes I'm asking, so where are you? Because so managing a company, managing a team, sometimes it's very hard. It requires so much energy, and I'm asking here, there, where are you? So I cannot hear you. I don't see you. There, I'm in the kitchen. It's a practical example, yeah, about
Yeah.
a female leader. Oh, there. So I have to prepare the lunch boxes for my kids. For example, if you are in the kitchen, or if you are preparing food, or milk for your husband, for your kids, it doesn't mean that you are not a leader. The leader is living within you, in your inner. So remember that. Even if we have so many daily tasks, because every single day, so being a woman, we have a very huge responsibility to taking care of everything, even of our husband, because some husbands, they are like kids and we need to educate them. So yes, let's speak the truth. Some of them, they are properly like kids. And I deeply believe that it depends on how much do we tolerate, how much do we accept. And when you set these strong boundaries, then your leader within you is showing up.
Yeah.
Your strength, and also your sensitivity. Many women, they are thinking that the sensitivity is a weakness. No, contradictory, because the sensitivity it's your power. The sensitivity, it's giving light to the world. So it's giving so much beauty also in your family, to your kids, building a trustable relationship even at this moment. So how beautiful is this sensitivity of a feminine leader, because it is unites us. So the sensitivity of a female leader is bringing our together from different continents. So thank you so much for having you and for sharing such detailed insight, because it's a very detailed insight of our role as a female, so and at home in our families, but as well in the society. Yes, please, dear Supriya.
Thank you so much, Shilpa. It was really lovely. And yes, Veronica, sometimes we are like just Tom and Jerry. I have to be here. I have to be there. I have to be in kitchen. I have to be with my family, husbands, children. And I was rushing. But thanks to Veronica, she always have been an inspiration and motivation. And also, you can say a relaxing, she will give me a lot of relaxation. Yes, be cool, be calm. And it's not an easy task. So I must say to all the beautiful ladies who are listening and who are going to listening this YouTube in later, whatever happens, I mean, your husband is not good or your in-laws have any problem, but we have to promise one thing to our soul, to each other. We should not stop smiling, because the day we stop smiling, all stress hormones will trigger. And who is going to suffer? We fools. We say emotions are fools. No, ladies, please. Emotions makes us strong, as Shilpa said. Emotions are the beautiful things in this world, beautiful women creation of the God. So we have to promise ourselves, whatever happens, nobody in this world can shake us, break us. It's us only who can make us. So let's, on this platform, we take an oath, and I must say, everyone, take your right hand on your heart and say one thing with me. We are not going to stop our smile at any cost. And from now onwards, this oath will start. We are, please repeat, we are not going to stop our beautiful smile. So let's smile. Yes, that's the zest. Yes. Come on, that's the zest. And with this zest, I am calling again my beautiful, eminent speaker, and she is just gorgeous. Skin expert, beauty influencer, comes from a corporate business background, and here is to change the world as a leader and as a woman, none other than from the beautiful country, beautiful Karen Jones. The stage is all yours.
Thank you so much. So I'm going to be really honest here right now. I'm actually a little bit lost for words, which is not normally like me. I've prepared a few things that I was going to talk about for everyone tonight, but I'm just going to do this. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I'm going to take a bit of a different approach and talk about something that I haven't talked about for a long time, and be a bit vulnerable, and I'll be a little bit open and honest, if that's okay with you. So I'm in my 50s, and I started my first business when I was 18 years of age. It was in the travel agency industry, and since then, between the ages of 18 and in my 50s, I've had corporate businesses and owned a few other businesses. I've always been alone, though. I've never worked with anybody else. I haven't had any difficulties in my life. I've been married for nearly 30 years to an amazing husband. We've had a great relationship. I haven't had any problems in relation to family or anything. Life's been really good. I was making quite good money in all the businesses that I've had, but I tended to spend a lot of money as well. So I never really saved for retirement or saved for a really good life. And when I was in my 40s, I got introduced to network marketing. And I just thought there's absolutely no way on the planet that I'm going to go and do something like network marketing. So my very first lesson in life was to never bag anything out that you absolutely know nothing about, because for the last 13 years, I've been doing network marketing, and for the last probably 10 years, extremely successful at network marketing. But it came at a price to me because I'd always worked by myself, so I didn't have to lead anyone else but myself. The problem with that is my businesses always were stagnant. They never ever grew any further than where I wanted to. And it was because I was so fearful of success. I was fearful of failure. I was fearful of what other people would think of me. But I never had any mentors, and because I didn't want to go and hear that from any mentors as well. So when I joined network marketing, that changed my life, because I came into network marketing with a lot of ego. And with ego, you know, all of these amazing things that you have said, as women, you don't go anywhere coming into any type of business or any leadership with ego. There was a defining moment in my network marketing business when I'd been in for a year, and I was sitting in at an event, and I was all dressed up in my suit. I had my heels on, I had my little briefcase, and thought that I was doing things really well. And a lady walked across the stage. She had a terry toweling. I don't know if you know that material, but it's so old-fashioned, but a terry toweling tracksuit on. And I just thought, oh my God, what is she doing, this woman on stage? And she started the same time as I did. And they were recognizing her as a leader. And they were not only recognizing her as a leader, but they were recognizing her as making more money than me and more successful. So that was 10 years ago, and still that story and that visualization of this woman walking across the stage, and me driving home thinking that I need to change a few things, because one, I'm identifying that I'm judging people. Two, the reason why my business hasn't grown is because of my ego. I won't set goals. I won't learn because once again, I was fearful. So fast forwarding, why I became so successful is because of all of the things that you ladies have said that it is to do. And I wish so much that I had all of you in my life back then. Just listening to everyone speak now, like I feel so emotional, and I was actually really powered up to come and do this. But so for me, what leadership means to me and what I've learned about being a leader, and the first thing I guess would have to be that respect is so important to me. I would much prefer to be respected any day than be popular. It's not about pin titles. It's not about position. It's not about organizational charts. To me, it's about the ability to be able to positively change and make a difference to somebody's life. And it doesn't matter who they are or what they are. Some of the habits that I've now created, which I'm so proud of that I share with my teams all the time, is the very first one, which has been mentioned by Dr. Nita, is compassion and empathy. I think the number one rule, doesn't matter if a woman or a man, is to lead with compassion and empathy. I think that you need to have a vision, and if you're wanting to be a leader, you know, without a vision, people will not know how to follow you if you don't know where you're going. I've learned to listen, and not just listen with the thought of this is what I'm going to say next, but really shutting off and listening to the person that's in front of me so I can understand how I can serve them better. We all are in businesses in different ways and forms, and I think that it's not about us. It is about that person in front of us. I think that what's carried me through is my energy, and ever since I've been small, my mum has always said, Karen, you have this light on. People are attracted to you.
Ladies, I cannot hear you. Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Karen, I think she's freezed.
And that doesn't mean just, you know, within business. I think it's with anything.
I can't hear. I think it's from.
Sorry?
Yes, you can go on. Now
You're going, okay. That's okay. Also, I'm going off the top of my head here, so excuse me. But I think it was one of the other beautiful speakers mentioned about vulnerability, and something that I do a lot of training with big teams of people. I have a business now worldwide, and one of the things that I'm always complimented for is being so vulnerable and sharing the highs and the lows. And as we know, like I've had some great highs and you know, it's been very, very exciting. But I think I've had more lows, and those lows have made me the person that I am, because back in the old me, I would have been embarrassed, taken over. So for me to honor the lows and embrace the lows and learn from the lows, it's extremely empowering for me. So I absolutely love sharing them more than the highs. And integrity. I mean, it's fine to be rich, it's fine to be cool, but if you don't have integrity, people will see that. And I think that living a life of love, as Kelly said, and a life of being kind is so much nicer to have that integrity. Another thing that is huge, if I can just share one more little thing, is that the ability to be able to read other people, and everybody learns in such a different way. So as leaders, you know, I've learned how to become a leader with the things that I knew how, and took things from bits and pieces from everybody, and that's how I framed myself. But if you're leading teams of people, or you're a coach, or you're trying to bring other people in, you know, we have to identify that there is 4 different types of people. And I think that once you master those 4 different types of people, it's so much easier to be able to collaborate with them, to know how to talk with them, to know how to lead them, and to sell, and to I don't know, bring them into your world a little bit better. I have 2 things that I love, quotes that I love, that I use every day, and they're wallpapered all over my wall. And the first one is that nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm. And the second one, which I have to remind myself of every day, and Veronica knows this, that life does not have to be perfect to be wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you so much, dear Karen. You are such inspiration, and with a very, very deep insights and practical examples. I really love your examples, because we can learn from you. We can also learn from you to showing more empathy, more kindness. And this platform is exactly about that, you know. To feel the real connection with each other, to feel the warmth of our heart, and also the connection, because the connection, it's powerful for those who understand this. When we connect with each other, when we are opening our heart, because that's the most important aspect, to open not only our mind but our heart, and to receive, to embrace, you know, all the warmth and all the changements. Because, you know, being on such platform is offering us the opportunity to make a shift, a mindset shift as well, on a higher level, and to connect with our consciousness and unconsciousness as well, to realize, yeah, the fact, what type of actions do we take, and why are we doing this. Thank you so much for having you on this beautiful and powerful Feminine Leadership Summit platform. And now, so I want to invite you to do something powerful. I have prepared for all of you the Leadership Summit avatar, which is gonna help and you and me to educate the leader within us. I want to invite you to imagine that we are in an enlightened ball and to connect with your inner leader and to embrace all your qualities and even your weaknesses and to accept them and to forgive your own mistakes. Because when you forgive, you let it go, then you can move forward. So imagine that you are in an enlightened ball, yeah, and that you connect with yourself, with your own inner leader. And recognize all your beautiful qualities, your inner qualities, your core values, which are so precious that it cannot be bought with money. Nothing is making a huger sense than our capabilities, our values, and human qualities. It doesn't matter how rich you are. Nothing can make a bigger difference. I must say, than our core values as a human being. And what is the most important for leadership? Rapport building, real connection. How do we create the rapport with each other? What is the most important? The value that we are adding to each other's life and helping each other to having a better life. The transformation, that is the core value as well, of the Feminine Leadership Summit. So imagining yourself in that enlightened ball, which is also your space, the space of your inner as well, of your leader, where you can create your wealth, your abundance. And remember that your wealth comes from your inner and from your mind. So thank you so much for your attention. And now I would love to invite Dr. Supra again. The floor is yours, please.
Yes, thank you, Veronica, for this really great exercise. And we all are not only imagined, but we have felt that abundance, that prosperity, and we're still going on and on and on and on. So thank you so much for this beautiful exercise, you can say, or beautiful way of getting abundance. Ladies, now from a very beautiful, cultured, traditional country, Pakistan. Assalamu alaikum. Yes, we have an eminent speaker from Pakistan, and she is none other than our eminent global speaker, Professor Dr. Huma Shah, who is an MD of Global Trainer Academy, mental health trainer, counselor, and a medical practitioner. And most important, she's a very humble person. So, Professor Huma, the stage is all yours to hit on, to enlighten us with your wisdom of knowledge. Yeah.
Okay, so very good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Walaikum assalam, Supriya. Thank you so much for inviting me, first of all. Okay, what I was thinking, and now my mind has been completely changed after listening these beautiful global voices. So I must say that this is absolutely amazing transformational talk, what we are actually having right now. It's not a motivational talk, it's not an inspirational talk, it's a transformational talk, because it can transform your mind. You can change your soul, you can change your thinking, you can change your mindset after listening these beautiful ladies. But yes, most important, the question is, we are talking about feminine, we are talking about leadership, we are celebrating the international conference. But are we implementing correctly? Now, this is the very most important question. Being an international mental health trainer and consultant, I received hundreds of messages on a daily basis. And unfortunately, I really wanted to share that when I do my clinic, when I see my patients like 40 to 50 patients per day, I would like to share one thing, that out of 40 to 50 patients, the patients are females. 35 to 40 patients which comes towards me are females. They are ladies. They are not men. It's mean that the ratio of depression, the ratio of mental illness, the ratio of recognition, the ratio of motivation, the ratio of being empathetic, the ratio of being good communicator is less in ladies, in women. You know why? Because only we are in this universe who are actually surviving and who are actually suffering from different deficits. Yes, it's true. It's very easy. I do hardly and heartily appreciate dearest Supriya that we cannot stop our smile. Yes, we should not. We cannot. But when you are suffering from a very a huge level of depression and mental illness, it's really, really hard to be smile, to be happy. Obviously, you know what the problem is? That if you really wanted to be happy now, your body's hormone does not support you to be happy, because your hypothalamus, your mindset, your soul and your body, they all have different phrases. You have to be engaged and you have to be at one place to be very realistic, to stand in front of everyone. So I have received many of the questions from different women of the world. And this is, I'm going to show you my research, which we have done with our team in November 2022, which we have 800 pillars. 800 pillars surveys from the different countries, especially, and this is also very pointed, and this is also very highlighted, that most of the questions were come towards USA from Europe. Many of the people say that Asian women suffer a lot, but I say that African and American women are also suffering. They have their rights, but they don't have the key to unlock the lock. So it's also being a very, very important thing. So my answer and my most important thing in front of the women, it's a very natural thing, you know. And just please go ahead today and promise yourself that we, as well as our children, as well as our colleagues, as well as our circle, will start implementing on what we are transforming and what we are transferring to others. Women are a good leader. Many of the men say that women cannot be a leader. Why? Why women cannot be a leader? So if anyone asks you after this show that why you are not a leader, so you should have the bundle of answers in your hand, you know, to say that I am a leader because I have a good value of life experiences. Yes. Do you have? I am a good leader because I have more inclusive and I am more capable to perform my duties in multiple tasking. Do you have that such quality? I am very, very encouraged to free thinking. Do you have such sort of encouragement to free thinking? When we have not decided to ask the question in front of others, actually we won't be able to become an actual leader. Become a managing director, become a host, become a doctor, become all these designation is the gift of God and it's the successful of your mind. but the actual leader is able to ask the question in front of man. If we don't able to stand in front of man, so how can we impress ourselves that we are a leader? One of the men asked me that you cannot motivate others and you are an international motivational speaker. Are you really motivating the people? I said, are you motivating the people? If you are motivating the people, so give me the proof. I have so many proof. I have so many followers. I have so many coaches, my colleagues who sending me love on the daily basis. Do you have the people who are sending you the love? Rather than sending the salary what you have paid for the whole of the month, you are paying to paying your attention towards this, and at the end of the month you get some sort of amount in your hand. That's it. One last thing what I have to highlight it, that one of the persons said to me that you cannot be a good communicator. How can you be a good communicator? So I asked him that, are you a good communicator? Can you communicate a good, strong, motivational thoughts in front of everyone? If you can, so go ahead. Why are you not showing your leadership skills in front of the world? We are not stopping you. We are not letting you down. If you have the skills, just go and show up. Why are you stopping us? Is this the right way? No, absolutely not. So yes, if I have a power to ask the question and to answer the question, then you should also have the power to ask the question and answer the question. So I think that's all from now. Thank you so much, Supriya, Veronica, and all the global voices for listening. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Huma, for bringing so our powerful feminine leader to the light. Thank you so much appreciation. We need that. We need to create our feminine leadership space. We need also to shine. We need to share our powerful feminine sensitivity, because our feminine leadership sensitivity has also a powerful voice that we can speak out so and spread to the world, especially when we are on the same platform with men, because psychologically saying it's in all over the world. It's happening this, that the men, they cannot tolerate especially the psychological power of the women. It's like a kind of competition. Being so, I mean, they want always to be on the top. They feel strong, so they feel very powerful, and having so these qualities or masculine characteristics, because there are masculine characteristics, they are trying so to keep us small, but that's not the way. The way is to building a connection, a rapport. So again, and our platform so is creating this opportunity. Maybe we are also, not maybe, but for sure we are as well a role model and an example for men as well, to teach them how to build so a powerful leadership rapport, because building a powerful leadership rapport, I'm saying all the time that network is your network. Yeah, so which makes a huge sense, because when you connect, being a female leader, connecting with men's, working with men's together, it's very powerful. So all my life, I don't know for what reason, I have worked in an environment with many men. It means so that I'm very powerful inside of me. To me, it doesn't matter whom I work together. To me, work, it's work. Very often, so many people are asking me, but to you, it doesn't matter so whom you are collaborating, working together. No, because in my mind, who I have in front of me, it's an individual, it's a personality with skills. That's the way how I see someone in front of me. It's a personality with a high potential whom I can collaborate together. It's there about. It's not even about masculine or feminine leadership. And I think that this is a beautiful and powerful topic also to discuss about and to give space and light. Thank you so much, Dr. Huma, that you have shared this with us.
Yeah, that's really wonderful, Veronica, to listen, Huma. And the way she was explaining it was really humor, she was spreading vibes of humors, there's knowledge, and we really enjoyed it. Huma, thank you so much for this great wisdom of knowledge. And you said it correctly, whatever. Because a man is asking your leadership, better to ask their leadership. That's the perfect answer you have given in your speech. Well, ladies, we have our last but not the least speaker, and she is Jelena Bošković from Serbia. She's an academician, scientist, PhD scholar, and a great human being. Yes, Jelena, we all are eager to listen to you. Kindly unmute yourself, dear. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. Please unmute yourself.
I think your microphone is off.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Supriya, my big friends. I will present with special to PAT Global Talk Show, the secret of leadership is not for the underlined. Dear ladies, leaders, all the world, good morning, good afternoon, Salam Alek for Dr. Supriya and Dr. Humashak. I owe special thanks for the invitation to be a guest speaker and understanding my warm regards to Dr. Veronica Tibon and Supriya Kumarabalan is organized of this important global talk show Feminine Leadership Summit Conference. Thank you all being on my path and shining of light on it. You were and remind my light when the other went out and when it was difficult to see. And who knows, maybe we don't to clearly illuminate my turning part when we are little, we all dream and fantasize about what are grow big, we measure size. The only question is how we life other is illuminate creative possible and overcoming all life challenges. An elegant, bright, true art of job is important to us. My work of science, education, always present in every segment of my life. I'm managing to build myself as a leader through numerous steps. I am role model for many women scientists, university professors, women in the corporate world, etc. I'm a strong woman in my life. Women have always, thank you very much, Veronica. Thank you very much, all lady today. Women have always been the basis of the existence, the world, want to have the world human population, relation, in society have made in these other genders, as the wonderful book written by Simone Beauvoir, French, with very interesting woman, Jean-Paul Sartre philosopher. In this turbulent 21st century, we really have to find equality in all segments of life for a successful and creative life. In all direction of action, the biggest limitation is our mind. It is important to us imagination, and then world and endless possibility open up before us. I, wise women, hers on world, and understanding too, life is always safest in the true. Let's learn how to be silent, so how to speak. One day, everyone leaves, and we are left alone. We must have. That's okay? The past teacher experience not to repeat some mistake, the present, the real, and the expected sunshine. The future is planned without a planner and understanding, monitoring a real world. Why women leaders and difficult to accept in the world? Female leader, it's a secret that many people look down on women because certain qualities then bring respect to man. This phenomenon has various effects that make difficult for women to advance in corporate world, science, education, or matter of life, because certain behavior is attributed exclusively to men. In this way, the idea female leader can equally good certain role position in valuated, but it's frustrating situation. The best thing you can do is responsible for you wonderful, ambitious, bossy self. A woman is commanding leader. Woman is a big leader, better of men. When a man take responsibly, he is a leader. When a female leader does the same, she labels some always giving other. A woman as a commanding leader, when a man take responsibility, he is a leader. When a female leader does the same, label someone always give other. A woman is a compromising leader. Man is compromise leader. Woman, uncompromised leader. You have to trust your instinct and intuition to, and others say the right thing, because only they realize your vision. A woman as an assertive leader, very interesting for all us women leaders all well. A woman as an confident leader. So let's respect women leaders as they are ambitious, confident, uncompromising. How? Woman is confident leader. Change global world, and especially the market of idea and goods. Around the enrich and social responsibility. I'm sorry. Much work. Women are representative. if I had followed or imposed social rule throughout my life, I probably would never have gotten anywhere. I took my life into my own hands and thus formed different rules that required change in time and space. Where no clear option, learning to be patient is difficult lesson and skill. When we wait, we are patient, means we think. I'm always happy because I have smile on my face and my sparkle in my eyes. I never life overcome me. I welcome it, really move forward with a smile. We accept time or new knowledge, traveling around the world enable me to learn about different culture, climate, and kindness people in the end. I am humanist as woman. Thank you very much for briefly hearing about the secret of leadership that is not for the underlining. Transformation leadership imperative of 21st century women's leader oriented to change in the most productive type of leader, new economy. I wish you happy your journey true leader. Warm regards from Yelena with much of love and warm greeting for all you, my leadership women, all the world. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Shelena, for such powerful message and encouragement, because you are encouraging all the women around the world to take their space, to become the leader they really are and they want to become, because many women, they don't dare to become or to be themselves, to let us, to educate as well the leader that is living inside of them, because of the role of the men, or because of the toxic mindset that many men are having. So let's tell the truth, because many men's husbands around the world, they are having a toxic mindset. And when you are living together or with men who has a toxic mindset, or even when you are surrounded so by an environment where the men have a toxic mindset, it's quite hard to let your own inner leader to grow, because it's also about growth. That's why from the beginning of the speech of this session, I have mentioned that Business Power Academy stands for peace, for growth, and for revolutionary education. So let's create this space for all of us to can grow our inner leader, which is so powerful. It makes really huge sense, because in my opinion, there is a huge lack of leadership education around the world for all the women. So thank you so much, Dr. Shelena, again for this powerful message.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Veronica and my Supriya. Love you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Love you all.
Great.
And I would love, so I think that all the speakers have shared their messages, their powerful, inspiring stories as well. I would love to give some space to Kelly Kingston, who wants to share with us something very insightful.
Thank you so much, Veronica. I wasn't going to do this, but I just thought I'd reach out and just kind of see where, everyone's at. And I really kind of feel that, we've spoken about our emotions, feeling our feelings, doing the inbound journey about pulling back those layers. Kaz, you spoke about, you know, having your ego and knowing what you know now 10 years ago and being around beautiful women, how much stronger we would be and so connected on so many different levels. And when I came in a little bit late, Veronica was sharing about the simple things that aren't taught to us, that we go through an education system about knowing things that really don't matter, you know, on so many different levels. So I was wondering if I could share my screen.
Yes, I think so, yeah.
Okay, beautiful, thank you.
You're welcome.
And so what I wanted to share is one of the things when I embraced on my self-healing journey, the inbound journey to healing myself that supported me knowing myself, bringing awareness to my present moment. And the feelings of going, oh my gosh, that is where I am holding my emotion in my body. And that sometimes is where pain is sitting. It's sometimes things that you know you need to do, but your body is pushing you through it, through the pain, through everything else. And so I really felt shared to share this presentation with you all. And this presentation is how emotions affect our body. Okay, so we have different emotions in our body that hold memory. And sometimes it's memory from this lifetime, or sometimes it's from a past lifetime. And I'm not going to get into that right this very second, but we hold different emotions. Oh, now that's going a bit fast. Oops. Oh, how come that's going so fast? Sorry, this is a new presentation that I'm working on, so just bear with me. Anyway, okay. So I'm going to I'm just going to go here and zoom back over to the other side. Nothing like being live and, you know, being put on the spot. So when we're holding the emotion anger, it weakens different areas of our bodies in our internal organs. And so what area in our bodies do you think it weakens? So it weakens our liver. So when we're holding anger in our body, it weakens our liver. So if we're not eating properly, if we're not breathing properly, if we're not coming back to our voice in supporting speaking our truth, how can we release these emotions that no longer serve us? If we're not drawn to knowing the awareness about, oh my gosh, you know, my liver and my back has been feeling a little bit sore, and people take Panadol and pain relief and all these other things to suppress these feelings because they're not bringing the awareness of their fullness of their body to the surface. The next emotion is grief. So what internal organ is grief sitting within our bodies? It's our lungs. And so when we're grieving, it's or we've got our hands in our face. It's like, oh my gosh, that aspect of not being able to breathe properly, to release properly. And the worst thing about it at the moment is we have these devices called mobile phones, right? And so when we're looking down at our phone, what stance are we in? We're here like this. We're in the grief position. And how often are we bringing our awareness to how our body is actually situated when we're doing day-to-day things? The next one is, where does worry weaken in our body? Worry weakens our stomach. So if we have gut issues, if we are worrying and we have those butterflies in our stomach and we're holding this vibration within us, and if we don't release these emotions, it becomes a dis-ease within our body. And when you leave this dis-ease or dysfunction in our body and don't release it, it turns into a disease. So it is critical that we heal ourselves from the inside out to be able to then be passionate about what we do, share our purpose from our heart, and stand in our truth. Be assertive, be inspirational, be motivational, because you can't be all that if we're holding all this. The next one is, where does stress weaken? And this is big. This is huge, because stress weakens our brain and our heart. When we are stressed, we can't think properly. And when we are stressed, we can't love properly. We can't love the way we truly want to love, because we have this stress vibration frequency that is lowering our frequency levels. So when we release these emotions, our vibrational level frequencies, they go through the roof, and you go, oh my gosh, this feels so good. It feels amazing. And then the more you release, the lighter you become. And it's really, really amazing. The next one of the biggest ones that I've seen with all my clients, and that is fear. And that has been, let's say, absorbed into people's lives over the last, let's say, 2.5 years, where I would say nearly 90% of our population have had some aspects of fear in their lives due to the unknown of the situation and circumstances that we found ourselves in. And that was not willingly, I might add. So when we're sitting in fear, what organ does that weaken? It weakens our kidneys. And so when our kidneys are weak, this is the main function of everything that we drink and absorb into our bodies. It's a filtration system. So if this is not clean, like a filter in our cars, it gets bogged up and bogged up and bogged up and bogged up. And so if we're not releasing or getting a 6-month service or a 12-month service, whatever that looks like, it's not going to function properly. But guess what? What emotion? What part of love, when we are in a love vibration, what area does it strengthen? It strengthens peace and harmony within us. And when we have peace within us and we are in harmony, we can only choose love. Love as a holistic aspect of self, so that we can give so much more. When we choose love, it strengthens our mind and our body and re-energizes that aspect of who we are as powerful women that are wanting to be able to share their 1% of who they are on this planet with the trillions of people that are here, and we are all here to serve a purpose. Every single one of us serves a purpose to connect. And when we are strengthened in our mind and our bodies, we laugh. And laughter is contagious. And laughter, guess what? Reduces stress on so many different levels. And when we're laughing and you're in that uncontrollable laughter space, it releases unconsciously on so many different levels. And when we're laughing, we're smiling. And it's like that that saying that when you're walking along the street and you are feeling joy, you are feeling love, and you are feeling kindness in your heart, and you're walking past people and you just smile at them. I say I'm maybe one or two people in my whole entire life, and I'm nearly 50. They have all smiled back. And even some turn around and go, because you watch them as they're walking past you. And it's contagious. And it's absolutely beautiful. And so when we smile, we are releasing the toxic aspects of the relationship that we once had with ourselves. That was yesterday. That was a part of the old Kelly. That was the part of the old Veronica. And when we choose love, not have to have it because they're a family member or they're blood related or they're old and we need to respect them, but they haven't earned the respect. When we choose this and know and give ourselves permission to step in and own this space, we are vibrating at a higher frequency, and it is very intimidating to so many other people that don't understand this space. So I thank you so much for allowing me to share this aspect. And, I just would love to be able to connect and share these beautiful, simple things in life so people can not hold on to what no longer serves them on so many different levels. So to all you beautiful ladies, thank you so much for being present and sharing your beautiful gifts.
Thank you so much, Kelly. It's absolutely a beautiful presentation, but extremely insightful. I even feel inspired. So I have learned also so many new things. I knew already that our emotions are affecting everything in our body, even our behavior, taking actions. Our emotions also are blocking us. And it's very important to get this awareness of our emotions and to learn to manage them, to be aware of the fact so that the illnesses that we are getting in our body, we are creating by our mind, by our thoughts. So thank you so much. I appreciate a lot the fact that you have shared this with us. I think it's very helpful for all the ladies that are here on our platform. Now, so I want to give the space to Dr. Supriya, and I would love also to thank you, all of you, for your empowerment, for your beautiful and amazing stories, and also tips and examples from, I love the simplicity. I really love the simple things that we can share from our experience based on our life story. Thank you so much again. Thank you for having you all. So much gratitude and appreciation for all of you.
Thank
Dr.
you, Veronica. Thank you, Veronica. And today we are talking about feminine leadership. And I will give you a live example today of Ambassador Oinishi Joy Nosu. She got 2 to 3 times problem of internet, and she was logging in, logging out, but still she is there today with us. And that's the best example of female leadership, feminine leadership, which we can see today, the live example. And here is Ambassador Oenichi Joy Nosu. And before I take a deep dive in introducing, let me introduce her. She's a writer, public speaker, social entrepreneur focusing on the areas of child development and safety consulting and women and child rights advocacy, founder of Vivacious Development Initiative. And Ambassador, you are back again. The live example of feminine leadership. The floor is all yours to hit on. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad to be back. I couldn't just give up. It's so worrisome. Once a leader, if you can't just persist. So I needed to just continue, and that's what leaders are meant for. Good day again, beautiful ladies, and thank you for this wonderful opportunity. Thank you for waiting for me. This is a family. I love the feeling that I have a family that could still give me the space despite being away, being out of it for a long time. Thank you so much. And leadership. Yeah, leadership is service. Leadership is understanding your weaknesses. Leadership is understanding the challenges you had and understanding that it wasn't, they were really not your fault totally, and working on them, helping others through your experiences. A short story about myself. Many years ago, a young girl in a rural community in Nigeria in Africa got pregnant and had a child out of wedlock, and had to leave this child with her mother and continue her education. This child with her grandmother stayed and was abused, all forms of abuse, sexual abuse, physical abuse, nailed them by the same people whom the grandparents were trying to support, relatives. Now, the young lady continued her education, finished it, got married, and of course, as often happens, many young people who had such relationships end up in toxic relationship, toxic marriage. She got into a marriage where domestic violence was the norm. She was abused totally and was out of that marriage. Now, the child that we were talking about, who was had by a teenage mother, who was molested by relatives, is your face just faithfully. I am this one. So by the time I grew up, I thought wise that all I could do was to pick all the mistakes, all the pains, make sure that no child anywhere in the world, any child around me, goes through similar experiences, such horrible experiences. That's what brought about the child development and safety consulting. That's what brought about the Vivacious Development Initiative, which I'm the founder, which looks at the issues of women empowerment, ensuring that the rights of women and children are protected. And I spend every minute of my life trying to make sure that every child around me is properly developed and the child becomes safe. And we're talking about leadership. And I always say, we're working on ourselves to become better ladies. We're already great ladies, but we all have a role. Every woman is a role model. Every woman is a nurturer. Every woman is a guide. A woman by her nature is a manager because she has a natural instinct to manage everything around her. Every woman by her nature can nurture whatever comes in her hand, be it business, be it a child, whatever. So every woman is a guide because the way we live our lives directs the men and children around us, how they should live. So the duty that lies in us is being able to understand, like the topic say, activate that leadership in us and know. And this will help us if we understand we have a very unique gift from the Creator, and that is our intuition. Women have very strong intuition that make them sense things even when the men cannot sense it. So that is what strengthens us. This is where our inner strengths come to the fore. And honestly, beautiful ladies, a lot have been said, and I'm overwhelmed. I've heard a lot. I've heard it here, and I'm so happy that I'm a part of this today. But I want to encourage us that every child around us matters. The life of every child matters. If we want to stop talking about, let's say if we want to reduce the level of toxic relationships in the future, if we want to make sure that we have better men in the future, we have to pay attention to raising greater children today who respect the rights of others, most especially to raising the boy child, because we are paying a lot of attention to raising girls and leaving boys. These boys grow up to molest the children, the girls become toxic husbands and boyfriends and neighbors and colleagues. So let's know that every human being matters. The life of every child matters. And what we sow into the lives of today's child is what we are going to reap. So any society that wants greater leadership should begin to pay attention to the development, holistic development of every child. Of course, that does not mean that we have to overlook ourselves. No, I want one of my New Year resolutions this year is self-love. I am going to take it to the highest one. Because over the years in working, of course, I didn't get to heal early, like we've been talking about healing. Until you get to the point where you heal that you don't understand, drop the anger. Yeah, it's very necessary. When you heal, you drop the anger, you begin to love. Everything you are giving is now trying to help others, you help yourself. Honestly, whatever you do before then is toxic. And healing is a gradual process. We meet people, we interact. Veronica, both of you, this is a wonderful platform. This is one, I know this is just the beginning. We're going to meet again. We all have something that we need to drop. So we learn and we unlearn and relearn to love ourselves, to let go of all toxic emotions, then we can become great leaders. Network, of course, is very important. We are networking here. We need mentors and we need to really love, be ourselves. We are great ladies. Every great lady leads, and we to lead. And on this note, I'm going to say it, and I'm looking at this. Thank you, everyone. I love you all. I love you. I'm sending my greetings again from Nigeria. You are all wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's such powerful inspiration. The joy. No, so it's like it's astonishing. It's very, very impressive, your speech, because you are impacting not only women but also the children, because the children, they are our future. The children, they are our hope. The children are giving us so much joy. Just giving an example to you, being with my daughter, because she's at this moment 22, and I am realizing the fact that when she was a baby, that time never will come back. Sometimes I'm getting tears, because I would love to go back, but it's not possible. And thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much for sharing such beautiful examples about children. I will share with you another example, because Supra all the time is saying to me, "Dear, again, lunch boxes. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I have to do so many tasks." But there is a but. These moments we have to learn to appreciate. These are unique moments that it never will turn back. Never. Learn to appreciate these moments. Appreciate the fact that you are a mom. Appreciate the fact that you are the most beautiful divine power in this world, that you can educate. So your children, that you can rise real personalities, it's there about, and that we can educate them so in a such powerful and beautiful way. Thank you so much to you all, so for empowering us, for teaching us as well, because I have learned so tons of values from all of you, and such beautiful and positive energy, and I feel your love, so I feel your sharings, and I feel also everything what you are sharing with us, especially your emotions. When I saw Karin, when you have prepared something, could you tell us about that? You have prepared something, Karin. What did you wanted to share with us? Because when you have heard all these stories, you changed your mind. So, and it's giving such powerful meaning to our platform, to see and to feel that how powerful so are our voices, and how much impact we are making sharing our stories, and also helping each other to show up our inner leader who we truly are. Thank you so much. So much appreciation and gratitude for being here together.
Well, once again, what to say? I am, speechless. I don't have any words coming in my mouth, what to speak, because this Feminine Leadership Summit was not just a leadership summit. It was like connecting hearts to hearts from millions of people who are watching us, who are getting a lot of knowledge, inspiration from you all lovely ladies. So Once again, million times, and this is also very less. I heartfelt thanks to you, all the eminent speakers, for your great, stupendous performance, because you have enlightened this afternoon. If you want to ask, afternoons are really, sleepy for me, but you have made it a very energetic afternoon for me. Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom of knowledge. And do remember one thing: we are real women, strong women, and we should never ever give up our dreams, and we should always smile that we have taken oath in this female leadership summit. So please smile always and always, 24 into 7. Yes, if it is possible, 24 into 7, because Kelly, when she just presented her presentation, I was amazed. When I am taking stress, what are the effects my body is going? And when I'm smiling, what are the beautiful relaxation moments happening to my body? So, thoughts are your leaders. Thoughts make you, thoughts break you. It's all in your hand. And I hope you all would have enjoyed this Female Leadership Summit. Thank you, Veronica, for creating this wonderful platform. We all are blessed today. And of course, how can I
love
forget?
you all.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your participation. Thank you so much for your beautiful and positive, amazing presence, because your presence matters to us. So your empowerment, your powerful energy matters to us a lot, because without you, we cannot make it happen. So without you, this doesn't have so the positive energy and vibration. A lot of gratitude again. And I have a beautiful announcement regarding our upcoming events. On 29 and 30 June, it will be in the summer. I'm organizing the grandiose multidisciplinary award-winning conference. It is multidisciplinary, so that's why I think it's a opportunity for different fields for experts to join us. We have created already the program. After this session, or after this leadership summit, I have a Zoom call with someone who is gonna help me to make it happen, because it's huge. So it's on a such scale that we will invite more than 100 companies from all over the world. If you want to participate, if you want to be a part of the multidisciplinary award-winning conference, just let me know, please. Then I will count you in. One more important aspect that I want to mention is that we have 4 months time for enrolling for the registration. There are as well the installment payment plan that you can pay also in terms. I have created this opportunity so that everyone who has the possibility to can join us, because you cannot imagine the reaction and enthusiasm of the people, how many people want to join us from literally from the other side of the world, from different countries. Yesterday I have had as well a Zoom call with Nepal, Stockholm, United States. Today I'm having again three another Zoom calls with people that really want to register and to be a part of our team to make it happen, because we need different experts. So if you want also to be a part of our team, and if you want to participate to help us to make this happen, let me know as well, please. The certificates of participation of today's Feminine Leadership Summit will be shared in our WhatsApp group. I will send them also by email, but it's possible also to download them directly from the Feminine Leadership WhatsApp Summit group, which it's easy, I think, for all of us. For now, so again, thank you for empowering us, for enlightening our platform. I believe in you a lot. So I want also to see you back and to grow together. At the end of January, we will do again another Feminine Leadership Summit. If you want to be a part of our platform, if you want to enlighten, to empower as well our platform, if you want to meet another women from different countries of the world, then you are welcome. So with open heart, love, and devotion, so I would love to see you again back and to connect with you to make a huge difference in the world. For now, so again, thank you, wishing you many blessings, a lot of positive vibes, and wealth and abundance to all of you. A lot of recognition. Thank you, thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everyone. Have a nice day.